All right, so when a girl comes home and needs to talk, or a woman is stressed and she needs to talk it out, there's a good reason for that. And it actually will reduce her stress level. It first will increase her estrogen. And if she feels like she's being heard as a bonus, it'll increase her oxytocin and her feel good receptors, and her stress levels will go down. Now, when a guy comes home after being stressed and a girl can see, like, what's wrong? Why are you quiet? What's the matter? And she starts asking him a bunch of questions, it actually makes his stress level go up because you're also increasing his estrogen, which makes his stress go up, not down. So when when your guy is in quiet mode and maybe not responding so much to all the questions going on, maybe just let him alone. Let him go to the man cave. Let him go play some disc golf or football watching or something. Because a guy, in order to get rid of his stress, doesn't need to discuss it. He needs to go away from it for a little bit. You know, my ex used to go away and play some video games for a while and then come out like doo doo doo, like nothing happened. So whatever it is, just let them go and do it. Don't bother them. Don't ask them a million questions thinking you're helping by getting them to let out their feelings and discuss what happened, because they're just going to get more stressed out, and then they're going to get more stressed out at you when in the beginning it wasn't about you. And now you're making it about you, and now he's stressed about both you and the situation. So let's not make it worse for our men and not stress them out more. Let them go to the cave. Okay? So when they go to the cave after being stressed out, so when your guy's stressed out, you can actually build up your testosterone a lot when they go through a lot and they're doing a lot, and then you can actually like overdo your testosterone. You used up a little too much. So now you're depleted. Okay, so you got to go to the man cave. They got to go away for a little bit, and it builds up their reserves inside. So usually what's good for a guy is they do something quiet, meditational, perhaps active, but not involving the mind so much. Active meditation usually works. So let your boys go do their active meditation. Weird as it may seem to you. That's their talking it out. And then maybe later, if they want to talk and they want some advice, they'll come to you. You know, okay. So what else? So this is, a stress manager for men is silence. Take space, Our biology is different. It's different from men, and women are just different. It's actually exactly opposite. And also, when a man gets like angry, which we're not in, the society where anger gets you what you want. So it's a man learning to control his emotions. Now, when a guy gets angry, you think he's being an angry dude, right? Actually, it's his estrogen level that's going bonky. It's his female hormones going bonky that make him pissed off, not the male ones. And actually, when you drink, now this is somewhere totally different that I read this, but I did read somewhere that your hormones flip-flop when you drink. So women will act more testosterone-y, and men will actually act more estrogen-y. Get all emotional. Women will get up. So, all right. So, bye. Sidetrack. Anyway, you don't want your guy to be like frustrated and angry at you. you know. Um, so, this is usually a challenge in a relationship. And it's not really that there's to always have battles with each other just because we don't understand our differences is silly, because it adds so much stress that doesn't need to be there. Because when you come home to a loving environment and you have that nest, that space that you can come home to that you feel comfortable and protected in, that you can recoup yourself. You don't want to come home and, now picture yourself as the guy. You're girls, you're your guy for a minute. Now he's outside and he just had a lot of stressful day and gotten a lot of traffic coming home and got cut in line at the bank or whatever, and then he's home and now he's at the outside of the door and he's like, oh no, am I gonna go inside? Is she gonna freak me out? Like, you don't want him to think any of that. Like, you want him to walk in the door and that to be the one place in the world that he's walking into and he can be like, oh, thank God. So you just need to be understanding of where he's coming from so you can help him do that. So you can help him feel like when he comes home, he can rejuvenate all of his testosterone for you. He can stay connected to his masculinity. You need to help him stay connected to your masculinity or to his masculinity. I need help in this. Sometimes I want to do everything myself because I do a lot of dude kind of things, like cars and outdoor things and hammers and all kinds of fun, get boy stuff, thanks to my dad. But I'm thankful to do all that. But, you don't want the guy you're with to feel like you're just doing everything yourself and he can't be helpful to you. So note to self, I need to work on this. I'll have to make sure I have a couple pickle jars I can't open. So when I get a boyfriend or such and he comes home, that I'll have to have him help me with the pickle jar that I couldn't open so he feels a little bit more like a man. So, you see what I'm saying? All right, so we all need a little bit of help in some areas. But, maybe if you still don't need that much help with the pickle jar, you can still make him feel like a man in other ways. All right, so you don't want him to get... All right, so what usually happens with relationships with men and women is men typically lose interest and motivation because they got stressed and then they don't want to do it anymore. So, if men are quick to anger, they're not productive. It's not a society where you get what you want to be anger. Like that doesn't make people respond to you. You don't get what you want by being angry. So a guy does need to learn how to control that. Now, where's the balance between controlling the anger completely and not feeling any emotion at all? Because then that's just not healthy. So hopefully he has a woman that he can at least let that emotion part out to, because he'll probably feel a little weird doing it in front of the boys. But when he does that, you just let him go and you let him go back into his space, and then he'll come out rejuvenated and ready to go, ready to rock with you. Yeah, if guys are angry, it makes more estrogen. All right, let's see if I have anything. I wrote some stuff down so I didn't forget anything this time. Usually I just go on a ramble. I mean, I still went on a ramble, but I did write some stuff down just because I was listening to it. Yeah, men are different now than they were before. You have to be more in touch with your emotion, just like a woman has to be a little more in touch with her masculinity. I think this is pretty much it, what I wanted to hit. So I don't want to ramble too much at the end here. You know, just know that. Know that your guy will probably get bored, probably get frustrated if you keep asking him stuff. So keep things exciting. Keep it like a party and or serenity house, whichever one he prefers when he comes home. Make it an exciting day every day so he never knows exactly what to expect when he walks in. At least then when he's on the other side of the door, he won't be dreading it. I mean, don't make him dread it when he walks in. Don't freak him out. Ease him into it. Ease him into the freaky stuff. Just kind of be a modern 50s little housewife for a little bit until you know where he's at. And just know that's helpful to him. Don't sit there asking him a billion questions and getting him to get his feelings out. What do you want to talk about? I know you want to talk about that. I know it'll make you feel better. Come on, don't you want to talk about it? Don't do that. Just leave him alone. It's not personal. Don't take it personally. Be a strong woman. Say, I love you. You're the sexiest man I know. And that's the best way you're going to get him to feel better. Because for him to come home to a loving environment that he feels successful in, regardless of what he went through in that day or his life or whatever, if you can help your man feel successful, even if it's only to you, he doesn't need to believe anything else if that's truth and it's coming from you. So if you feel like he's successful, do what you need to do to make him feel that way. Because it will be the best thing you can do as a woman to help him as a man. Okay? All right, we're going to stop there.